What's going on, everyone? My name is Impulse, and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 6. This feels strange being back in my normal skin. Things are back to normal. Business as normal will resume, and that means we can get back to working on our minigame that we started a few episodes ago. If you didn't catch that episode, this is a minigame I started, and it's basically like the game Perfection, if you've ever played that, where you get a shape and you have to match it to the board and fill in all the spots before the time runs out. I've modified it a little bit where obviously we're going to use blocks instead. So there'll be a block that gets spit out, and then you have to try to come and match it to the spot that it belongs in. And we've got some, where to go? We got some redstone underneath that allows it to detect if you've thrown the block in the right spot. And you have a time limit to get that done. And basically you will get a point if you can get that block thrown in time before the time limit runs out. But we are not done. I didn't finish the redstone. This is a big project. We have to do a scoreboard. We have to do some reset mechanisms. And also there was some cool suggestions in the comments when I started making this that I should hide the blocks in the ceiling or have them just display for a little bit and then hide them. So it also becomes a game of memory as well. And I really liked that idea. So I think I'm going to do that. We've got to build the building around this thing. Probably get all the filters. I got to choose 25 different blocks to use and get all the filters set underneath, which is going to be a tedious task. And then figure out how I'm going to do that redstone in the ceiling that's going to hide the blocks after a certain amount of time to make this game more of a memory game and perfection in one, which is going to be pretty cool, I think. So, all right, now that I've kind of filled us in on where we left off, I got nothing to do now but get started on some more redstone and building. We've made some progress. Here we go. We've got a ceiling now, and you can see we're kind of hiding the blocks. I debated on whether or not we needed to go any fancier than this, but as you can see, you can't really see the blocks from here because they're up in the square. And if you hit the button, they will drop down now just for a little bit, so you get a chance to see as the game's running and try to figure out, okay, I got to go back here to this one, and maybe they need to go away a little quicker. I'm not sure. We'll have to play test this thing and see how we do. But yeah, we've got that. All the filters have been done now too, so it will only accept the block that is supposed to go in there. So every one of them have been set. I also added some lights because after I put the ceiling on, it got a little dark in here, and I was afraid mobs are going to spawn and break my redstone if a creeper was to blow up, and we can't have that. So yeah, lots going on here. Let's go up top, take a look at this real quick. We got just some redstone running up to the top. When you press the button, another little signal extender is going off right here, and we can just run all these lines to all these pistons that basically just push the blocks down so they can see it. I have 4 comparators right now. I'm starting to wonder if we should drop it down even more. Like, what would happen if we only did 2? Yeah, that's definitely going to shorten the signal. So now if we press the button, they come down. You get a chance to look at them. Oh, that's the one I'm going to. And they go back. Yeah, that is much better. We were giving them way too much time before to find the right block. That's much shorter. I think that's going to make the game even harder and more fun. So we still have a few things left to do. We need a scoreboard still, which is not going to be an easy task. And I think I'm just going to pick a side to put the scoreboard on. We're going to do, I think I'm going to do 14 items. I know there's 25 spots, but kind of the conundrum here that I'm having is these items come in through here. We're going to lock the hopper right here as the game's being played so that this can drain out of those 14 items. And then after the game's over, we need a reset mechanism that's going to let all the items flow back in for the next game. But as you can see, if we do that, we only have the 9 spots in this dropper plus the 5 in that hopper, and then this is locked during the game. So we only really have 14 spots that we can use for items, and we've got all the 25 items over here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly pick 14 of these 25, and then the other 11 items will go unused, and so they're just kind of like fake spots in the game, which is totally fine. And we can switch those out later on and kind of make the game give some replayability, basically, because the blocks are different. So that could be kind of fun. So I got that to set up now. I think I'm going to actually do the scoreboard next. Which side should we do it on? The reason I'm not doing it right here or here is because we've got a lot of redstone in the way, and the redstone of these scoreboards actually go down about 4 or 5 blocks, and I don't want to interfere with anything we've got going on, so I'm just gonna have to pick a side. Well, I goofed up. I done derped. I wasn't thinking. You know, I wanted to add the 7-segment displays that we used for the countdown of the RV in here in the walls, and I realized something. 7 segments need 7 blocks of space, and I only made the ceiling 5 blocks of space. So yeah, it's not gonna fit. So I had to change how I was gonna keep score. And I remembered back in Hermitcraft Season 3, I used a scoreboard design that just lit up redstone lamps for every single point. And to my surprise, it actually still works in Minecraft 1.14.4. So if we give signal to this block right here, you can see the lamps will indicate just how many points we have. And you'll see every time we give that signal, it goes up a block here. Now we have 3 points. Now we have 4. Of course, I could label these with signs to help so people don't actually have to just count all the lights at the end. We could have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This will go all the way up to 15, which works out because I plan on having 14 items distributed for the game. So there's no way to actually get 15 points, but I added the 15th one anyway, just for symmetry reasons, because I think if we did this right, we have 2 blocks of space there. Oh, I'm getting nervous. And 2, okay, good. We're good. All right, so we have 2 blocks of space on each side. I can do like a little pillar or something for show, but you can see now we've got 5, and then when the game's over and they leave and it resets, we can do a signal to this part, and you can see it just resets immediately. This thing is super fast. So crazy that this design still works. This was an SZ Petty design. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in this. But yeah, I tested it out and I'm like, are you kidding me? How many years later this thing still works? That's awesome, because like I said, I used this in Season 3 of Hermitcraft. So I think it looks pretty good in the wall there. It fits in the space. I'm keeping the walls pretty bland because I want the focus to be on the items and the game itself, not the decoration of the walls in here. So I probably will add maybe some yellow columns in the corners, and then that's about it. And I'll fill in the rest of the room now. But we've got that going. Now I need to get the reset mechanism in place, and then I think we can actually take this thing for a test drive. Okay, things are starting to come along here. We've got the reset switch in now. It's right here. This is gonna be the door. What is happening? No, Poultry Man? What? Oh no, Poultry Man is back? What is happening? Oh my goodness. He just chickened me. I've got... Oh, you guys can't play the game. I'm sorry. You can't play it. Nope. Nope. You're going to have to leave. They're not going to mess up my game, are they? They're going to walk across the pressure plate. They won't set it off, will they? I think they will. Oh, no. I didn't really think... I guess that's a good point. Thanks, Poultry Man, for pointing out a maybe flaw in my system, that random wandering animals might actually set off my pressure plate and reset the game when it's not meant to be reset, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. All right. No animals allowed inside the game. What? Oh, geez. Poultry Man is back. What is happening? What have I done? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, no. He's the hero that nobody asked for or something. Goodness. Chickens everywhere. But I guess... Yeah, thank you, Poultry Man, for pointing out a flaw in my game. Oh, more chickens raining down. What is he doing? Is he just back to terrorize the server? I mean, does he not see I'm in the middle of doing redstone? And now I got chickens everywhere. Oh my goodness. At least the eggs won't like go in the sorters or anything. So there's that. But I'm gonna have to do some cleanup here, and that's gonna make him mad because cleanup means he's not looking, is he? He's not looking? Okay. He didn't see that, did he? I hope he didn't see that. Don't be watching, Poultry Man! You know, I don't know if Poultry Man being back is a good thing or not. Last time he was around, or at least people were seeing him, I'm pretty sure a civil war started shortly after his shenanigans. So I'm like thinking, was he maybe to blame for the beginning of the Hermitcraft Civil War? I don't know. I don't know, but We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like I said, more progress. We've got a box. It doesn't look great from the outside. We got exposed redstone we're going to have to take care of. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to that today. I've spent a lot of time finagling with all the redstone in here, and I believe this game is ready to be play tested. It's looking good in here. It's not so bad, but inside here is all done, and we should be able to play this game. The only thing I need to do now is put up the instructions and stuff, but let's go ahead and play this game, make sure it works. Now you can see the light is on, so that needs to be in the instructions that if that light is on, the game is ready to be played. And then once you hit the button, that light turns on, meaning we have a little bit of time to find the right block. And I don't know if I found it. Okay, I think it's this one. Are we gonna get, it's not that one. Didn't that look like, is it this one? It's hard to see. Oh my gosh, we were late on that one. We didn't, we can't even get a point in our own game. All right, let's try that again. All right, we have the stone one, that's over here. I'm starting to memorize these a little bit. Okay, so there they retracted. And if we listen, here we go. All right, we should have got a point. Yes, there it is on the board. We got the point. Excellent. Let's do it again. And we got the packed ice. There it is. I see it straight away. We got the packed ice. Let's come in here, throw that down. We should get that point again in just a second. There it is. Point number 2. Excellent. All right. And we need to wait. We need to put that in the instructions too. That we need to wait until the timer expires before we start another round here. Orange is back there, it looks like. Okay, spotted that immediately. It's very important to spin around and immediately locate exactly where it goes. Point. Thank you. All right, we're doing well. We're doing well. Okay, and yellow. Uh-oh, where's yellow? Oh, I missed it. I missed it. The other important thing is they need to actually find the spot, whether they ran out of time or not, because this item needs to go back into the system. That one's yellow. Okay, geez. Yeah, that took a while. So we didn't score a point on that one. I might end up putting in something like right here that will just say, like, you know, if you give up, if time runs out, just throw the item in there. That way they don't still have to go find it. All right, blue. Nope, that's the wrong one. Over here. Okay. And did we get it in time? I think we should. Oh, it was a close one. There we go, 4 points. All right, so I could keep playing. I said we could go up to 14, but basically now what would happen is eventually this is gonna turn off, meaning your game's over. At that point, you can calculate your score here. I think I will put up some signs with the numbers so they can just look at it real quick and see that. And then when you go to leave, you know, oh yeah, we should document that in a book maybe. Maybe I'll put a couple things here, like a lectern to keep, one for rules and then one for like keeping your scores or something. That might be nice right in there. And yeah, they can keep track of how they did on their first run and best runs and all that kind of stuff like we usually do. And that'll be good. And now when we leave, what it's going to do is it's going to release all the items that were being held up for this game back into the system. And it's going to reset the scoreboard back to 0. So we should see all those items right back in the system now, and it's ready for the next person. So whether somebody's coming or going, it's going to make sure the game is ready for them, which is pretty good. I think that's going to work out really nice. But oh my goodness, guys, that was my brain is hurting. We did a lot of redstone to make this game function, and I think it's really close to being able to open up. Just need to do the rules and all that kind of thing, and then also make sure the outside of this looks good. So we're gonna take a little break from the perfection game, and I wanna head to an area I haven't been to in a while, and this is something that I meant to finish a while back too. This tunnel needs to be done because it is a bit terrifying right now. We're out in the middle of the nether here on a one-wide bridge of ice. Yeah, not so good. We need to do that tunnel. That is definitely on my to-do list. But where we are heading, if you're not familiar with this place, is what I lovingly call the lag district. And that is because I have made the biggest sugarcane / bamboo. And in fact, right now it's actually half and half sugarcane and bamboo farm out here. When I was getting ready to open Bamboozle, this is what I did to make sure we would have enough bamboo for that shop. I made this big old farm. This was before zero tick farms were even known about, and so it made sense to do it like this to get a large supply of bamboo. Before that, I had the sugarcane farm here, and it was the whole thing. And back behind it, I actually have a pumpkin farm, which was meant to be for mass trading. And you can see if I could fly. A little bit of server lag because, you know, we're in the lag district, of course. We've got this massive pumpkin farm here. This thing is really cool. It basically just drags minecarts across the land, busting the pumpkins, and the hopper minecarts that it's dragging with it will then collect them in here and drop them off on its way back. But I had a little bit of a problem with it. I've lost most of the minecarts. I don't know if it was due to when we had the issue with losing entities on the server, or if it was before I put in these jack-o'-lanterns to light the place up and there was just mobs in the way, kind of nudging the carts out of the system. So I need to get this fixed up. There's also more over here that I want to show you. This place is kind of a mess. It has a cow farm that Tango did a while back, and the idea was that these cows would travel in a circle on this little track here, and you can see they're just in a loop, and they would kind of go along here, and you could breed them up, and by the time the babies grew up into full-size cows, they would be back around. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. By the time they're ready to breed again, they would be back around. The babies would actually fall through to a little collection basin over here, and then taken over here, and when they grew up, they would be, well, let's just say, turned into steak, I guess is the easy way to put it. And he was supplying this whole place with wheat from an old school wheat farm here, where these guys would basically harvest the wheat. And if I could land on the track, I could give you a better shot of what this looks like. But he had villagers working in here, and it looks like, oh, this guy is still keeping his farming profession, but he doesn't have a composter. So he's not willing to do any work, basically. So this is out of commission, and just a whole random area here is a village. This is like a first tree farm that Tango and I did. So this whole area we've done a lot of work in, but it is pretty much just a mess. What is this? This is a, I wonder if this thing still works. This is a nano farm. I don't think we have anything for it here. We have the bone meal, but we need seeds to get it going. And then it pops off. I don't know if that still works or not. I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, tons of stuff going on over here. I want to actually tackle this. I want to fix things up here with that farm not working anymore. The cow farm needs a little bit of love, and yeah, all this redstone needs hooked together. It's just kind of out in the open. Make this place look nice, and I want to set this off so bad. Who's on the server? Just Red? Oh man, I think we should. I think we should. You guys need to see this if you haven't seen this before. We're going to create some lag. It's mostly client-side lag, so I don't think Ren's going to have too much of a problem. If I do this right here, it's going to send signal off that way, which will start up the bamboo farm and sugarcane farm. It's also going to send these guys off, although with half the minecarts missing, they're not going to get collected very well. But here we go. Oh man, look at this go. It is, oh, crazy. Where are the frames going? 13 frames a second. Jeez. Okay, yeah, we're hating it. We're hating it here with the frames, but it is so cool to watch. If we can watch it, if we're getting any frames left to actually watch it with. I can't really maneuver around here. I'm trying to parkour and stuff with 0 frames. Look at this thing go. It looks like these are still there, but they're actually not. If I stare at it long enough, you should see them just disappear. I'm pretty sure the flying slime machines would have taken off and cleared those out. Yep, there they go. You see it just disappear as we get a little closer. And all this bamboo is going to come in, as well as that sugarcane, just tons and tons of it. And so we've got it loading into a shulker box loader right now. As the carts return home, they're going to drop all that off, and they're going to get sent out again as the slime blocks return, and then they get sent into this system, and we should be getting some shulker boxes loaded. It looks like I've already taken them from before, but we should be getting some shulker box loaded up with bamboo, and we can use that to refill Bamboozled. I haven't been here in a while, and I wanted to take a look at it, get an idea of what we need to do to make this place nice again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start fixing up this pumpkin farm. I wanna get collecting pumpkins again. Good for trading and getting emeralds, even though Azuma now has all the emeralds in the world. I still wanna be able to get emeralds all by myself. All right, there's that, there's that. We gotta collect things. They're falling into the hoppers here. So let me show you real quick how we fix this. We're gonna put down a rail just so we can put a hopper minecart on top of it, And then that's all we really needed the rail for. So we can get rid of that. At that point, we're going to have to go back and collect that. And then we got to shove a iron bar into the middle of this hopper. So we'll put it right above it for now. Put that, oop, we got to face the piston down. Look up a little higher. Okay. And then the redstone block. There we go. That pushes the iron bar into the center of that hopper in the minecart. And now as this flying machine goes across, it's just going to drag these with it because of the way the hitboxes and the hoppers work now. So that is pretty cool. I need to do that exact thing about 20 more times and try not to trample the crops. The tedious task is complete. All the hopper minecarts are back in place now, and I am excited to run this thing and actually get it to collect all the pumpkins. Let's go ahead and set this thing off and watch it go. Here we go. This is really cool to watch. Look at these minecarts getting drug along. Uh-oh. And this one got left behind. Is this not working like it used to? Or is this just an alignment thing? We've already lost 3, oh my goodness, 4, 5, 6 minecarts. No, this is too tedious to be losing minecarts. What is happening here? Wow, I did all that work and it just immediately broke.
Dang it!
Oh, come on, man. No, I'm not doing it again. Oh, did something change in 1.14 that this is no longer reliable? It looks to me like it hit this jack-o'-lantern, and then because of the hitbox, maybe this is directional now. These minecarts were sideways. They were turned, you know, what direction are we facing here? We're facing north and south. So like the bigger part of the minecarts face north and south. Is that just naturally how it goes? And then because of that, it's causing problems. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one's facing the same way. Let's see if all of them that we had break are facing north and south. That would kind of explain it because it's hitting the jack-o'-lantern. This one's actually like in the block, but you can see, yeah, it clipped right there. And these definitely clipped this guy. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens when this thing returns. Will it potentially pick the carts back up? It's dragging them. Can it get back somehow in the... Are they back in there? Did it fix it? Did it just pick them all back up? It looks to me like it did. It re-grabbed them on the way back. That is very interesting. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better actually. I know it's not really time to set it off again, but let's set it off again and just see what we're dealing with. Here we go. Off to the races they go. Come on, minecarts. It looks like, yeah, all the ones that are turned sideways just get left behind. How do we get them to align the right way? Can I just push, can I spin them around? Oh, just spin them around in place, maybe? Here, I have a track, right? If we use this track to get it down right there. Oh, I can't do that. Let's get it down in here. So we get this on the track. And as soon as it snaps, it should be facing east and west now. Okay. And if I do that to all the ones that kind of got left behind, I don't want those to go in there. Now we'll find out if next time around, that's going to be a problem. Let's see if we can catch this one as well before it comes back. And we'll use this as kind of our test case to see if this does indeed fix the problem. So that's maybe all we need to do is go to each of these ones that are left behind. I hope that's the case because I spent a lot of time trying to fix this thing. We got a little bit of time to try to get this one as well. The more we can fix, the better. I'm afraid that as it comes back, it's not going to actually grab them. It's a race against time, people. The machine is coming back, and I don't want to be caught off guard here with this track. It's going to cause problems. So let's just make that one our last one, I suppose. Oh, but there's only 2 left. I so want to grab them. Ah, we can't risk it, can we? We're not going to risk it. Okay. Well, forget about those 2 on the end. We're just going to take a look and see if these guys... Oh, I'm going to get squashed by this flying machine if I don't get out of the way. We're going to see if this does indeed fix the problem. We're going to do one more run after this returns. Okay, it does look like it re-grabbed the carts once again. Now, if this one at least makes it, then we know that's all that needed to be done. It just needed to be realigned. It looks good to go. What just happened? Okay, just lag, just server lag. Probably somebody going through a portal. Okay, good. Oh, okay, good. That fixed the problem. Oh my goodness, I was so upset there for a minute because I literally spent 5 to 10 minutes. No, it's probably more than that, actually. I'm not even exaggerating. This probably took me 15 minutes or so to fix that issue in the first place. And so I thought I was going to have to go through it all over again, or maybe just give up on this. Oh, that didn't go so well. We want to make sure this is looking the right direction here. So for some reason it like snapped right back out. Okay, now it's next to a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern. That should be good. Okay, and then, oh, did I accidentally leave these tracks in here from last time around? That could have been a problem. I'm surprised it wasn't. All right, there we go. Take those out. It's good. All right, I think we're good now, and we should start seeing all these pumpkins. Yeah, they're all flowing through the system. Tons of pumpkins coming in. This is so good. I'm so happy about this. We're gonna use all these pumpkins for some mass trading. I got some very nice villagers back at the base that are gonna be willing to trade pumpkins all day long for emeralds, and we're gonna have all the emeralds in the world. But that is all I have time for today. It is so crazy being back at these projects after that stint as a hippie, but I'm excited to get these back underway. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I will see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone. Oh, I gotta get out of the way.